Hello. Hope you're having a lovely day. Just eating some lettuce.
So today's topic, we're going to talk about how to meet a vegan friend or partner, like we did.
Yeah. Because a lot of the time, it's really discouraging, or it can be really discouraging to embark on a different lifestyle or a journey if you don't have anyone to do it with.
Yeah.
Um, but you shouldn't let that stop you, especially if it's something that goes with your morals and, I don't know, coincides with the ethics that you maintain in your life. So
Definitely. And as far as finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend, um, it's just going to happen. You can't really force it. You just got to be authentic to yourself. Do what you like to do, regardless of what anyone thinks. And, it might take some time. It might be um, a month of doing everything by yourself, or it might be months of doing things by yourself, cooking or shopping or riding your bike or swimming or whatever you want to do in your new lifestyle. But whatever you put out there, you're going to attract back. So
definitely, I think a lot of people want to attract a higher vibrational person, or someone that's they can learn from and have fun with and go on adventures with. But I just can't think straight right now. but you have to be putting out that vibration on your own in order to attract that other person. So in the meantime, make yourself your date. Take yourself out on adventures and spend time with yourself, and that can only help you get to know yourself better, get more into the lifestyle that you want to be living rather than being influenced by other people. And then will only help you attract the person that you want to attract further down the road.
Yeah, and it's really one of the hardest things is just being a loner, being the person who's doing everything different. Because when you go against the status quo or the social norms, you better expect to not have a lot of friends in the beginning. And I didn't have many friends. My sister and I embarked on the vegan, plant-based lifestyle together, and there was a period where I was really isolated from a lot of my friends who were still, partying, and I just wasn't into that anymore. I was feeling so good from the food and the yoga and the exercise, and I was just high on life. I didn't even want to go back to any of that, and the friends that I used to have, they weren't really a part of my. I didn't want to hang out with them anymore because they were just, just kind of negative influence. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, you just gotta keep doing your thing, and you will manifest a partner. And one of the things that I did was, I never wrote it down, but I had a list in my head of the type of person that I wanted. And lo and behold, they came in. It was very slow. So maybe we should tell them how we met.
Yeah. Well, I was also going to say, before we go on to that, by you going out and educating people, you're going to come into contact with a lot more people that are passionate about what you want to do. And it may take some effort, but for example, we met and I was not plant-based, and I thought it was funny when Nick told me that he was plant-based. I didn't even know what that meant. And through us getting to know each other and him educating me more on the subject, I got into it. And then I was able to come into his life. He came into my life, and we're here now. So I think that that's really important, because by educating, you're opening the door to so many more potential relationships. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how we met?
Yeah, we met. It was so weird. Just by chance, we were last year, or actually 2 years ago at school. I was I had one more class to pick from, and there were like three, or I had one more credit left, and there were three classes I could choose from. I got into this class called the Contemplative Life. I didn't know what it was about, and she was my teacher's assistant, the person who, helps the teacher out and guides the class. And the class was focused around mindfulness and just living in the present moment. And we learned different styles of meditation, and really cool class. But she had a boyfriend at the time, so we were just really, really good. We became friends slowly, and
we always had like really good things to talk about.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was like we could like get together and just talk forever about things.
Exactly.
And we were both kind of like at this like very huge awakening stage in our life. Like we were also, you were in the climate change class, right?
Yeah.
That taught you everything about climate change, and I had just taken it. So that was another thing to like bond over. And so these are huge things that like unite everyone, because like it's one common earth and one collective consciousness. And
we were both just going through like, she had just gotten her yoga teacher training. I was in the climate change class, and we were just getting educated on the environment and yoga and learning more about ourselves. And like the plant-based diet was just making more and more sense. Going vegan was making more sense. And
I don't know, we kind of just like progressed from there.
Yeah,
I started inviting him to do yoga with my best friend and I, and then he would come once in a while and think we're kind of crazy sometimes. And then we just like, I think it was last summer, so a year ago, we just started hanging out a lot, and
we started cooking dinner.
Yeah, we started cooking dinner. That was like pivotal for our friendship, I think. That was like when it was like.
And the thing that's gotten us the closest is, I could go out and I could find a girl who's smoking hot, but she doesn't have anything in common with me, and that's not gonna last. But we had so much in common. You gotta have something in common with common interests. Yeah. Like we were both interested in yoga. We were both interested in sustainability and environmental aspects and making the world a better place. And then when she made the switch to do the vegan thing, like it was just food and fruit foraging and so much fun.
Yeah, fun adventures. Like you really don't want to try to attract anyone. Like that should not be the goal at all. You should just be doing you and having fun doing what you enjoy doing. And then when someone that likes doing those same types of things comes along, like they'll see that and they'll want to do that. And then there's not going to be a bunch of effort involved. If you're trying to like adjust your life to what someone else likes doing, for example, like it's not sustainable.
It's fake.
It's not like long term.
And someone's going to come into your life when you least expect it to.
Totally.
So today's message is to be yourself. Do what you want to do, not what anyone else wants to do. And when you start to find out what you really like, what makes you happy, and you go for it, you're going to bring in abundance into your life.
Yeah.
Like you never expected.
And when you can fully, I don't know, I guess we keep like saying like do you before you find someone else, because you really do have to like cultivate that love for yourself. And unfortunately that doesn't come naturally. Like in the society that we live in, oftentimes we don't have a lot of love for ourselves. And so like you really can't find love with someone else that's like true until you experience it within yourself. So be love and practice loving yourself, and you will 100% bring that into your life.